Why stroke is the silent emergency. After 60 every year, more than 15 million people across the globe experience a stroke. Of these, about 5 million are left permanently disabled, and another 5 million tragically lose their lives. The vast majority of stroke victims are over the age of 60. But what's truly alarming is how quietly stroke symptoms can creep in, not with sirens or drama, but with subtle hints that are easy to dismiss. Maybe you felt unusually tired, had a strange headache, noticed a flicker in your vision, or struggled to find a word. These could all be early signs of a stroke, and because the window to act is so small, ignoring these signs can be devastating. This video is more than a medical guide. It's a wake-up call, and it's a lifeline. We're going to unpack the hidden symptoms you should never ignore, explain what actually happens during a stroke, and, most importantly, give you natural, proven strategies to reduce your stroke risk significantly. If you're over 60 or love someone who is, this is essential information that could literally save a life. Let's start with understanding exactly what a stroke is and how it affects the aging body. What happens during a stroke? Understanding the basics. A stroke occurs when the brain's blood supply is interrupted. That interruption starves brain tissue of oxygen and nutrients, and cells begin to die within minutes. But not all strokes are the same. There are three main types. 1. Ischemic stroke. This is the most common, accounting for nearly 87% of all strokes. It happens when a clot blocks blood flow to the brain. Think of it like a clogged pipe in your home, but the damage is to your brain tissue, not your plumbing. 2. Hemorrhagic stroke. This is caused by a blood vessel bursting and bleeding into the brain. It's often linked to uncontrolled high blood pressure or aneurysms. The bleeding causes swelling and increased pressure, which can be fatal. 3. Transient ischemic attack, TIA. Often called a mini-stroke, a TIA mimics stroke symptoms, but is temporary. The clot clears itself, and normal blood flow resumes. But don't be fooled. TIAs are not harmless. They're serious warning signs that a larger, more dangerous stroke may be on the horizon. The brain is a complex control center. Depending on where the stroke happens, it can affect your ability to move, speak, see, or even think clearly. The sooner you recognize what's happening, the better your chances of recovery. Hidden stroke symptoms most people miss. Everyone knows the classic stroke signs: sudden numbness, slurred speech, drooping face. But what if your body is whispering quieter warnings, ones you might chalk up to aging or fatigue? Let's talk about the less obvious but extremely dangerous signs that many seniors miss. Sudden dizziness or vertigo, especially if it's accompanied by nausea or trouble walking. Many dismiss this as an ear issue or just feeling tired, but in older adults, it could signal damage in the brainstem. Loss of coordination or clumsiness, like suddenly dropping objects or struggling with simple tasks. If your hands or legs feel off, even slightly, it's worth checking. Mild confusion or difficulty speaking, such as forgetting a common word, slurring slightly, or mixing up sentences. Even if it clears up quickly, that doesn't mean it's safe. Sudden changes in vision, like blurriness, double vision, or seeing dark spots. These may be mistaken for eye problems, but could mean a blood clot is affecting the visual processing center in the brain. Unusual headaches, particularly ones that are severe and come on suddenly, the so-called thunderclap headache. If you've never had migraines before and suddenly experience one, take it seriously. One-sided weakness, even if it's very mild. If one leg feels heavier or one arm slightly weaker, this could be your body signaling an emergency. These subtle signs often go unnoticed or unreported. Many older adults think, "I'll wait and see if it gets better." But with stroke, waiting can cost everything. Risk factors you can't ignore. Understanding your personal risk is essential. Many of the most dangerous risk factors are silent, just like the early stroke symptoms. Let's explore the key ones. High blood pressure, hypertension. This is the #1 cause of stroke. Over time, it weakens and narrows arteries, making clots and ruptures more likely. You may feel fine even if your blood pressure is dangerously high. That's what makes it so deadly. Atrial fibrillation, AFib, an irregular heartbeat that can cause blood to pool and clot. Many older adults don't even know they have it until they suffer a stroke. Diabetes, high blood sugar, damages blood vessels and raises cholesterol levels, increasing the likelihood of clots and blockages. High cholesterol, excess LDL cholesterol creates plaque in the arteries, which can break off and block brain blood flow. Obesity and sedentary lifestyle. Carrying extra weight, especially belly fat, increases blood pressure and inflammation. A lack of movement weakens the heart and circulation system. Chronic stress. Long-term stress elevates cortisol and blood pressure. Over time, this can wear down blood vessels and increase stroke risk. The key takeaway? Many of these risks are manageable. You have more control than you might think. You just need the right plan and consistency. Natural daily habits. That lower stroke risk prevention is a daily commitment. The body is resilient, especially when supported by nourishing habits. Here's what you can do daily to reduce your stroke risk naturally. 1. Eat a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in vegetables, whole grains, legumes, healthy fats like olive oil, and omega-3 rich fish. Limit processed foods, sugar, and sodium. Foods like spinach, beets, garlic, avocado, and walnuts actively support blood flow and brain health. 2. Stay active. Aim for at least 30 minutes of movement 5 days a week. Walking, light strength training, swimming, yoga, all boost circulation, lower blood pressure, and support cardiovascular function. 3. Hydrate with purpose. Dehydration thickens your blood. Start your day with water, limit sugary drinks, and avoid too much caffeine. Herbal teas with hibiscus or ginger are great choices. 4. Manage your stress. Try deep breathing, journaling, meditation, or prayer. Just 10 minutes a day can significantly lower blood pressure and reduce inflammation. 5. Prioritize quality sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours per night. Poor sleep, especially due to sleep apnea, increases your risk of high blood pressure and stroke. If you snore heavily or wake up gasping, get evaluated. 6. Track your numbers. Keep a journal of your blood pressure, blood sugar, and weight. Knowledge is power, and it helps you notice patterns before problems escalate. These are small steps, but over time, they create a powerful shield against stroke and other chronic conditions. Herbal and nutritional support for stroke prevention. Mother Nature offers many tools to support vascular health. Here are some of the best natural allies for stroke prevention. Turmeric, curcumin, a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, helps prevent plaque buildup in arteries and improves blood flow. Ginger improves circulation, reduces cholesterol, and helps prevent blood clots. Garlic naturally thins the blood and reduces blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish oil or flaxseed oil, these reduce inflammation and keep blood vessels flexible. CoQ10 supports heart muscle function and reduces oxidative stress. Great for those on statins. Magnesium helps regulate heartbeat and relax blood vessels. Found in leafy greens, seeds, and nuts, or as a supplement. Vitamin D. Low levels are linked to hypertension and inflammation. Get sun exposure and consider a supplement if you're deficient. Hibiscus tea, a natural remedy shown to lower blood pressure and protect the heart. Always consult your doctor before combining supplements with prescribed medications, especially blood thinners. But don't underestimate their power. When used properly, they can work hand in hand with lifestyle changes to protect your health. What to do if you suspect a stroke. Act fast. If a stroke is happening, time is everything. Immediate action can mean the difference between a full recovery and permanent disability, or worse. Use the FAST test. F. Face. Ask the person to smile. Is one side drooping? A. Arms. Ask them to raise both arms. Does one drift down or feel weak? S. Speech. Ask them to say a simple sentence. Is their speech slurred or strange? T. Time. If you see any of these, call emergency services immediately. Even if symptoms disappear after a few minutes, don't delay. It could have been a TIA, and next time, it could be much worse. Also, post-stroke recovery is strongest when treatment is started within 3 hours of the first symptoms. Never second guess. Act immediately. Creating a stroke-resistant lifestyle that lasts stroke. Prevention isn't just about reacting to danger. It's about building a lifestyle where your body thrives. Start small, maybe with morning walks, or replacing salt with herbs. Find joy in new routines, cooking healthy meals,